From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for April 21st, 2017. Today we're going to be taking a look at the USDCHF, the US dollar versus the Swiss franc for today's trade analysis. Over the past several months, we've been studying the trend patterns here for this currency pair. We have the downtrend starting in January with the black trend line. February was the red trend line, March was the blue trend line, and the first part of April, of course, was the green trend line. Then we started to shift the pattern back to the downside along the right-hand short black trend line that you see over here on the left. A couple of weeks ago, we capped out at the 100 period moving average. We started to see the sell-off of the US dollar pushing down to the pink zone. It ensued and continued this week and pushed all the way down to the blue zone. Now we're seeing a little bit of a pullback into the resistance zone. Let's take a look at that pink shaded area just above the 1.0 level. By the way, the yellow horizontal line is 1.0, the parity level here for the dollar franc. Just above that is the pink zone. We follow it back in time. We look at this blue circle here within the blue downtrend where the market broke under the pink zone, rallied back to 1.0, and then made a new low. We go back a little bit further, back to the blue circle on the left where we see falling within the black trend line, rallying underneath there several days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days underneath the pink zone over here and making a new low. And even if we go all the way back to the black circle over here, we see the market challenge up towards the parity level and suddenly fall and make a new low. So we've seen historical resistance, factual resistance underneath that pink shaded area in the 1.0 level. And you can even go along that same pink zone and see historical evidence of support. You have some support here and some support here and even some support here. So we know that the pink zone right around 1.0 has been a historical decision point. At some point, the market will get above it, it'll start moving higher, or it'll stay below it and start moving lower. We have again, been following all these trend patterns, but recently the downtrend pattern that we see here on the right-hand side. Zooming in a little bit, and you can see that downtrend here, and we're coming back close to it as resistance. Again, there's your two blue circles showing resistance in towards the 1.0010 level, and 1.0030 is the pink shaded area. So it would be my expectation, since we don't really have anything on the news calendar that should change the status quo. In other words, we don't have anything that should see a sudden increase of value for the US dollar. I don't see anything on the calendar that should do that. Of course, we could get surprised, but we'll stay with what we have. The current downward momentum that's happened for the past 2 weeks will sell into the 1.0 level or 1.0010, the bottom of the pink shaded area. Our risk, of course, is clear. The risk is that the market changes its mind, starts going bullish again, breaks above the black trend line, the pink zone, and starts working its way back higher again. So we know what the risk is. Our risk and our stop loss would be above the pink shaded area. Our entries would be into, or as close as possible to it. I have a pending order sitting at 0005, just above 1.0, and between basically the yellow line and the pink shaded area. So that way, if it just bumped its head into there, I'll look to target the blue zone. Of course, that's clearly our current support. And if the market can break through the blue zone, like it did back here at both of these blue circles, we'll target lower levels even down into the orange or purple shaded area down here at the bottom of the chart. So looking to go short as close as possible or even into the pink zone, risk or stop loss above it. That way, if the market changes its mind and starts working way back up higher again, we can get out of the trade for the dollar franc today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.